stories from Hawaii, chapter 2. The same day that Srimataji was in the pearl shop and said what she said, this is another one of these stories of Srimataji shopping. But this one is a little bit with a bit of a different twist. So we were in a Chinese antique shop, and again, a couple was very graciously showing Srimataji everything that they had in the shop, and they were bringing things to her, and she was buying all of it. And you know, the piles of things that she was purchasing were being stacked and sort of sorted by the yogis. And then they said, well, we have more in a warehouse in the back. So we started to go up some stairs and went into a very dingy, dark warehouse with furniture stacked all over, nowhere for Srimataji to sit. The aisles were very narrow, furniture was everywhere, and it was all this beautiful, hand-carved rosewood furniture with inlays of mother of pearl, exactly the kinds of things that Srimataji loved. And we had been discussing amongst ourselves a very strong desire to purchase a throne for Srimataji that would reside on the West Coast for pujas and public programs that would be held there in the future, because we really didn't have anything proper that would befit, you know, her station. So we had this kind of ulterior motive, and I was talking with a few other yogis about an idea of maybe buying a chair in rosewood from this shop that Srimataji was in. So we got to a point where we had been walking in this warehouse for about 10 or 15 minutes, and I had kind of walked ahead of Srimataji and spotted a chair that I thought would be a beautiful throne and befitting of Adi Shakti, and would be something that we could keep on the West Coast to host her. And so I thought I was being very clever, and I asked Srimataji, I said, Srimataji, there's no place to sit, it's quite dense here, there's no room, would you like to have a seat? And of course I had in the back of my mind, if it fits, this will be the chair that we will buy. So Srimataji said, all right. So she sat down in the chair, and then she looked up at me with this impish smile on her face, and she said, I know what you're doing. So then began this beautiful play of her wanting to buy the chair and us resisting. And it kind of went back and forth for a few rounds, and then finally I said, Srimataji, as your disciples, isn't it better for us to be able to provide for our guru something upon which she can sit that is appropriate for pujas and for, it's our expression of respect and love for you as our guru. And she said, all right, now that you put it like that, I can't say anything. So we purchased the chair, and it went back to LA, and it served in many public programs, and we managed to bring it, and it is now in the, and actually pujas as well, and it is now in the Florida Center in Davie, because they didn't have anything from Srimataji, so we brought it over and it is now there.